Hello everyone, welcome back to our latest video. Today we've got an important and extensive topic to delve into, the prospect of additional stimulus. The reason we're tackling this subject is the mounting pressure from various groups and lawmakers who are calling for more financial relief for the American people. It's clear that we're facing a host of complex problems, and I'll be unpacking some of these issues in the course of this video. But what makes the discussion around stimulus so crucial right now is the uncertainty surrounding it. We're in the early stages of deliberation, and several factors are at play. One of the most significant is the impending presidential election, which is approximately a year away. We're still in the dark about who the final contenders will be. It could be President Biden facing off against former President Donald Trump, or it could be entirely different candidates. What's certain is that the promises made in the lead-up to this election will have a decisive impact on its outcome. Furthermore, the balance of power in the House of Representatives and the Senate is also at stake, so there's a lot riding on these promises. Now, the burning question is, will the American people be overlooked in the run-up to the election? It's a distinct possibility, and I'll explain why. Many lawmakers are advocating for additional stimulus because the American economy is wrestling with a range of problems. Take, for instance, the troubling surge in delinquency rates for auto loans. In September, they hit an all-time high, with 6.1% of loans being 60 or more days past due. The last time it was this bad was in 1994 with 6%, and in 2008 with 5%. To add to this, the average monthly car payment hovers around $740, and experts are predicting that these delinquency rates are likely to worsen. But the situation doesn't stop at auto loans. In October, student loan repayments resumed, and the average monthly payment for these loans is around $400. Now, when you consider these two significant financial burdens, student loan debt and auto loans, you're looking at a combined monthly expense of over $1,100. It's easy to argue that if you knew you'd have a $400 payment looming, you wouldn't have bought a car with a $700 to $800 monthly payment. However, the reality is more complicated because car prices surged in 2021 and 2022 due to manufacturing shortages, leaving many people with monthly car payments exceeding $1,000. This is where the plea for additional stimulus comes into play. A considerable number of individuals are grappling with reduced working hours, diminished wages, and escalating expenses. With inflation at 3.7%, the financial squeeze is tightening. So the question arises, will we see another stimulus check? The answer is affirmative. Many lawmakers are steadfastly advocating for it, and there's still approximately $400 billion left unspent from previous relief packages, waiting to be reallocated. But the situation is far from straightforward. President Biden is seeking $105 billion for various international purposes, including sending aid to Ukraine, Israel, Taiwan, and addressing border security and disaster relief. This proposal faces resistance as it appears to be insufficient and ties together multiple unrelated issues. Adding to the complexity is the fact that, at present, there is no Speaker of the House. With the government funding deadline fast approaching on November 17th, the situation is becoming increasingly precarious. A government shutdown could have catastrophic consequences, particularly in the context of international conflicts and potential military deployments. So, while there's a possibility of additional stimulus, it's by no means guaranteed. The Federal Reserve seems willing to accept some economic pain to quell inflation, which may not bode well for further stimulus efforts. In conclusion, the outlook for stimulus is shrouded in uncertainty. Promises will likely be made, discussions will undoubtedly continue, but the timing, form, and extent of these measures remain unclear. Lawmakers may pass bills to boost certain income streams, but the timeline for these changes could extend into 2025 or even 2026. As always, stay tuned for updates. And if you found this information valuable, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe for future updates. Thank you for joining us today.